at the very bottom of Pacific. And yeah, it was a dominant win, but only on one half.
Wow, what a beginning. It's Live who has to hold down the fort towards B main. It's going to be that split attempt, shorty in your face though. Not lacking any sense of confidence from that, but the site's going to be gained nevertheless here for DRX. Plant down, B main control not going to be theirs either. It's YHchen with control of that, a good stun on a face, not enough damage. Chipping it down though, and spam through the smoke will eventually finish off MaKo, and this is getting really quite dicey on the pistol. Stax falls, left up to RB. Contacting around, YHchen sets his sights on him, and a pistol round. Going away of attacking Seoul Esports.
Well played. I love the decision to contest early there and pick up an early pistol. That's going to boost these guys full of confidence.
Weren't really utilizing YHchen as much. It's been turbulent, you know, to keep it lightly.
Absolutely.
The roster that DRX is running, back and forth in terms of who they're trying to field, and changes everything.
You best believe they ain't set on it yet. Just because YHchen is in for this game does not mean that he's going to be in for the entire tournament. Pretty much every time they've started a tournament with YHchen, or starting when they say they're going to run YHchen, like at lock-in, they've ended up going back to Zest at some point. You know, he's like that partner you just can't get away from.
Yeah. Slow beginning here. The other end of this pistol round, farming up the orbs necessary. Main control still in control. You can see attacking Seoul Esports, heavy emphasis being placed towards there as well. I think this speaks as well to a lot of preparation and understanding, because the way this comp gets used by DRX, they love to try and play their post plans from B main. The A main position as well. Life on top of Jenny, barely cleared out. It's going to be two players falling on either side. Plant will start to go down and exchange of guns on either side on top of it.
Yeah, only one really that's dangerous.
Whoa!
Stax right here. What are you up to, YHchen? He is so deep.
No chance in hell of anybody be able to follow this one up. Still, they push through into the smokes, trying to take the fight to them with the stingers. And MaKo with the lineup. Will it land? Will it buy him some time? But it's being whistled back and now playing together. Pushing him. Trying to play close. MaKo also playing his life, but time. The molly as well now going to be fading. Aftershock into the side. That's going to be at least half onto the fuse stock all the way. MaKo can't withstand it, not that kind of damage, so a little bit shaky. Attacking Seoul Esports, they do sail their way to that second round win.
For the Chinese squad.
Flash, the dash, all the way forwards. YHchen cannot see a thing. Relatively contained though. The shots are fired through. So they do have that player advantage. A quick pivot now as well, making their way over towards the A side. Spike making its way down towards Sun. They haven't cleared the back of the site. Punk's still here, ready and waiting. Shorty in his hands. What can he do with it? Running all the way through onto the sides. The shot's just missing. Monk out in the open. He's cleaned up.
I have the spike.
Bunt is that last player left standing. He does have a rifle.
His position's been given away doubly there by the alarm bot and the prowler. He's got a molly that'd be good for clearing out one area, but he's got to pick and choose. He picks correctly.
Doesn't force RB out into the open like he was hoping for. Fight needs to be isolated, but Buzz was on drop. He's already wrapped all the way around. And any chance of losing this round is really just nigh impossible. Especially when that molly, look at that, sailing all the way across. This is what DRX they love to do when they get set up in these post plants.
And I think at some point here, attacking Seoul Esports have got to be getting the read on that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's just an impossible round for Bunt to win.
Default setup here. Fight to be taken over towards Arcade. Falls over it. Even the ult being committed out to the open. YHchen, he adjusts the aim, does respond. Rifles exchanged, the bullets as well flying past.
Good smoke from MaKo there on top of Generator. When you're playing against a double duelist comp, you've got to be careful of that angle.
Now he's holding down, again, that tree position. YHchen has been that solo lurker late. Fight to be taken. This time spotted though, brought down with two players left standing. Again, looks so damn unlikely. At this point, could be potentially calling for the save, but that's just not really in the playbook of some of these Chinese teams. If you've watched them play, you know that they love to fight, but the hand is forced, really.
YH, looks like he wants to go for it anyway. I can respect the confidence. But it is the wiser decision to back up and keep the Phantom online. Yeah, talking about confidence as well, and we said attacking Seoul Esports, they're kind of the new kids on the block, this wave of newer Chinese talent that are just so eager for Valorant to officially release in their region and for the whole scene to get kick-started. I thought it was very interesting. And DRX, they might offer you those opportunities. It's been tumultuous for them recently.
It's been all over the place in terms of that consistency, not really present. Life wants to take a fight with the knives in his hands. Prowler's taken care of. Rolling Thunder though. Clears all the way through. It's that weaker buy, and the shots just aren't quite landing. The blades finding their marks. Bunt will fall though. It's just going to be that pure rifle spam right through the common corners. Monks going for something quite cheeky. Not getting away with it. All up to YH once more. And again, forced into that position where he's just going to have to back away and save, try and get away with a rifle, but denied even that with MaKo watch all the A-main control on the defensive side. You can start to see DRX really run away with it. MaKo's built up the orbital strike. It's another tool that he can use. Potentially in the post plant. Bunt is so close to this corner here. There's nobody really to support him in the out into the open. Sprayed down. YH making the most of it. Can't get the second. It's cleaned up.
I like this though. Look at the duelist reacting, taking back this position. And this is where MaKo's going to fall back to after they get the plant down. Now, having said that, usually he's not the one with the spike. So with MaKo planting, it's going to have to be somebody else re-clearing this area.
There's a little bit of a hesitancy because you can see they realize, oh, we don't have A-main control. RB's the one who has to pick up the pieces. He's going to meet in the opposite end of these rifles. Fight's still being taken though. YHchen really turning up. He's low though. Nade forcing him out into the position. He falls to it, and it's just down to Buzz. He's playing the nano swarms across the map. Bit of a difference of an approach. It's broken though. Now he's forced to try and take this fight here. Showstopper over the top, and there we go. Rocket sailing right past. Whenever teams have the unfortunate circumstances of running into them.
Here's a little contact north side crunch.
Buzz, he's trying to rummage and run to the ropes. Nope, he will not be able to latch onto that. So a bit of a punish.
Bit of an aggressive position by Buzz, but he was expecting them to use utility earlier than that. Got caught out.
Orbital lockdown, orbital strike has to be used for it, yeah. An exchange of the ultimates, just 1-for-1.
But it caught Life as well.
How did Life falls to that? And so post-plan positions for DRX once more. Still have that tree control, Josh. I'm telling you, it's important.
It is incredibly important. It's where MaKo's going to be playing from almost all the time. I'd love if they sent HFMI underneath.
Straight to the side, Showstopper does not collect a kill. It's all over the place, but still, anchored to the side here. It's RB to do the most, but again, you have this aftershock to deal with. And then there's the molly. They lay her out on top of one another. It's body blocked. Cheeky play there by Monk. I think that was in the moment call. He tried to shoulder check it, but it's not enough to offset the trajectory of it. And now the fight needs to be taken close and personal, exactly where MaKo likes it. Stun rips its way through with the fault line to set up the easy kill there, but you can see almost this is explosive.
Life's got it all to do on A.
Yeah, right through sand. Life holds it. Has the dash, will not get much more though. Couldn't activate it, couldn't disengage. Again, that sight's going to be theirs. It's again very standard from DRX. They love to do the splits into A, straight through sand, normally with RB on the neon, so
yeah, and
hide his presence with the fast lane a bit more, but yeah.
The fact that there isn't a neon does offer more opportunities for attacking Soul to find those timings and throw counter utility, hold their ground a little more, you could argue too, because you don't have that pace. I mean, you look at the way that YHchen is being able to entry, and he's sometimes quite far ahead of the rest of the DRX players, but we're not really seeing attacking Soul try and stop the hits. They're playing retake every round. This is going to be a very difficult one again. I mean, Monk's got 5 health.
Yeah, you just got to drop off there. You got to save the rifle for the next. Smart play.
And on a half-buy round, it stings a little bit when you're the player with the rifle and you haven't really been able to have any impact, but that's the way it goes. It is tough, though. DRX, they look very coordinated on these executes. The real part where we've seen DRX tested, YH does tend to hard anchor on breach on A. So that isn't really going to help him if he continues doing that.
It's the same setup from DRX. I mean, they just go for the B split. No contesting towards tunnel or B main, so it's a free lockdown. There's no orbital strike in play, so it can't be removed. It's going to clear out of sight. Look at Life. I mean, the guy's none the wiser. Plan's going down, though. He will be detained. So maybe there's going to be a follow-up here from attacking Soul Esports. Anything to try and offset it. Dodging, juking, weaving, rolling thunder comes in. It's a little bit too late, close to Jenny. Nano Swarm in the smoke. Everybody's just wading right through it, and Buzz is eviscerating them. Can't withstand that. Across the ropes, giving a hop, cheeky movement. HFMI, how's he getting away with that? Plan goes down, and now you're really feeling the heat, but all revealed from the haunt. The spray transfer of MaKo.
This is only RB's second time ever playing Fade. The only other time he's played Fade was when DRX ran this against DFM.
Yeah.
He is hyper flexible.
Being asked to step up as well. You know, not too sure how much time they've had in terms of practice, but now having to fill into these roles.
I mean, that's a very good question, Brent.
Yeah.
How much time have they had to practice, and with what team?
Exactly, or iteration of the roster, because it has been chopping and changing. This time, look at Buzz, he's learned his lesson. He's like, okay, well, you contacted that one round. I'm gonna hug close to the rope this time, so I can't give anything away.
Yeah, I mean, Buzz is not actually being required to lurk here at all, because the site execs are working so well. So why not? I mean, play it as safe as you possibly can. Just give info to the rest of your team on where to react to in the rest of the map. I think this makes perfect sense from Buzz.
DRX not willing to overplay their hand. It's been very slow at the beginning.
And attacking Seoul Esports need some information here. They need to find out where the exec is going to come through, but nobody really looking like they want to take a push. They don't have any information agents either, so that really comes down to life and HFMI to take more aggressive duels.
Prowler fight to be taken. Foxy's right across there, rolling thunder. It does clear through, but it's a 2-for-2. 3-on-3 action through the smoke there. Bunt takes great timing as the spike drops down to the floor. Control gain for it. A solo fight by HFMI. No one's ready to follow up, but time is running so damn short. And MaKo, when he's cleaned up, it's all up to Buzz. He does not have a lot to work with, does he? The resource is running out. 6 seconds remaining. Has to isolate and force 2 of those fights. He will not get it. So it's going to be our 4th round on the board.
Seoul Esports take that and make something of it.
Stun close to the side. Just spotting the shoulder. C9.
Beautiful.
Lovely reset. It's 2 collected.
And his mechanics are never in doubt. Bunt is in such an odd spot here, just hiding in the smoke.
In the main smoke. He knows he's surrounded. Locks onto it. MaKo's taken out. Doesn't have his util there. A main controls also there. There's a fight to be taken towards B main, but all is happening. Orbital strike clears through. No kill to be found off of it. This positioning is so awkward. Stax is brought down low. Only close to the corner. Angles here, wide fight, and they do double face it. At the same time here, DRX need to get a bit of a move on. They don't have control of any of this. What a position. What a kill to find. Nano Swarm, it's too short. Doesn't land onto it, damage done, still spamming. Stops to defuse, and Buzz, he contains. Safe hands. Final round of the first half. That's again a very similar beginning here for DRX. I mean, they love to do it. The splits into B. This time though, they dump a bit of that util. They are biding their time, wetting it out, but they still have control of tunnel. So there it is, laying down the ult. Orbital strike was used prior, so again, nothing to break this.
This would be a good time for Monk to use his ultimate and deny their entry.
Oh, bounce! He just wants to take the fight. Life up into the corner, double updraft, he's avoiding it, dash, disengage, re-engages all over the place. What a kill to find the Bucky. That's 2 in tower. MaKo, rocket to the side, dodging, juking, trying to avoid it, damage is done, and the kill and the round is
7.5. And then they won 8 rounds in a row on their defense side. So, you know, DRX potentially set up for absolute dominance if you look at the sample size of 1 that we have in the past for them running this comp.
Yeah, I think it's a decent point brought up by Benkai about increasing the tempo, increasing the pace a little bit, disrupting those timings. Don't let DRX set up themselves for any sort of retakes, and that is a lovely fight to be taking.
Yeah, also though, Foxy9 peeking in front of the stun, right? Stax. Zest isn't in the lineup. Come on. Yep. All right, Stax is throwing that fault line through there so that Foxy9 can set up on a peak, and he's actually peeking in front of when that stun is going to hit. So that gives Life the opening kill, and attacking Seoul Esports are really slow here. They're trying not to give anything away to DRX. And I don't mind this as long as it ends in something explosive onto the site.
45 seconds, roughly. Smoke's going to be dropped down. That's going to be the indicator. Buzz is feeling it. Axe shot to the side, flash as well. He dodged it, jumping all over the place. The right clicks eventually. Ready to breathe. No bullets in the clip. Back and forth. This way, that way, in and out of the smokes. Providing that coverage. Obfuscating. A bit of a transfer attempt there with a frenzy all up to YH. Picks up the ghost, reloads.
That's the same ghost that had no bullets in.
Now, already punishing 2 of the players still. What can YH do? Over the top of the horn, wants to isolate one of the fights, but can't land the shots. Tried to reset it, tried to calm it down. Pistol round. Nice. Big group up here. Attacking Seoul Esports. Knocked down to the eco on the north side, but they are steadily gaining control. A drop here.
I like this. Throw something funky in there. 4 players from drop.
Fault line, smokes. Dropped across here. Foxy9 in a bit of trouble, yet nevertheless, still able to collect those 2 kills.
Where you going, YH?
Just waded into the spawn, hoping that he wasn't spotted, but no, the tail end of him caught out in the open. It will be that plan, and push that one back. So, get us out into the post man. There's a bulldog in the hands of Monk. Maybe we'll see something. Reposition here. One of them now out, but force that fight. That is lovely. Real precise there, snappy. That's how RB's looking for the form currently.
So clean follow-up from DRX, and they keep 4 bulldogs in there. A bit of a different way of approaching the anti-eco round. I wonder if that's because they're giving maximum respect.
This is their buy round.
It's going to be the same again. Quite slow, contacty, not really using any utility at the beginning to fight for map control. And that's going to give DRX so much kind of info around the map here. They've got an alarm bot deep towards tree.
Smoke's held. No util to really just supplement that swing from HFMI. He just wanted to take the fight.
There was a fault line actually thrown from YH, but it only went towards one side of halls. And that's the problem with using it 20 seconds into the round, is that you just don't know where people could be positioned. If you do that at the start, yeah, they have to be there.
Smoke's in his hand, drop down now. Flash as well, Buzz still looking to try and anchor. He knows the tower is compromised. He's holding that. Will there be a swing together? The timing is taken, and the smoke is watched for. Barreling through, they do gain the site, but you better get that plant. They don't have control of B main anymore. It's a big wrap around, a whole really large flank, so Foxy9 looking to try and take control of this with stax. A ton of util left at their disposal. And here's the first part of it. Fault line. Into the corner. Flash. Let's catch. Foxy9's weak. Stunned up though. Just counter stun. That's quite nice. Post plan positions though. That's the aftershock to push them out into the open. It's up to Life to contain, and wow.
Perhaps more experience under his belt at these global tournaments than he does. He made the trip before, but only ended up being able to play 1 match. So this will be a great opportunity for him to really show what people were missing last time around.
Absolutely. I mean, we know this guy's got firepower. I'm telling you, Josh, the amount of VODs I watched where he was just absolutely dry swinging through smokes and killing 3 was unbelievable.
I mean, the combo of Life and HFMI, they love doing that.
Yeah, it's a speciality.
Or just with a single piece of utility, so that they can prove to the team, look, I didn't dry swing.
Yeah,
it was supported.
It was supported. HFMI pushed up into the 4 position, but he's spammable behind the box, so has to disengage, reposition now, and he set his team up now for a bit of a B-pop.
Exactly, but Buzz has spotted the information. This is going to call the rotate very quickly.
Yeah, Smokes immediately dropped down, look at that. Quick to support, playing inside the Smokes. Buzz wants to try and hunt him down, and indeed he does. Life, he falls. Don't get past this Smoke. There was a molly drop down at the feet, so nobody could follow up off of that dash.
And look at how good DRX are at stopping the execute from coming through.
Oh, they just waited out though. They want to take the fight anyway. Swinging through, they bide their time. stax attempting to adjust as well, but the aim can't quite land that spray transfer. RB just wide out into the open. He'll fall. Lovely little switch up, I think, into the timing there for attacking Seoul Esports. Foxy even denied as well the chance to grab the orb, and he's essentially forced to save here.
Yeah. So, couple of things done really well by both teams. DRX showcasing how you stop the exec from coming through, throwing down MaKo's molly very early on, and then Buzz goes into the cloudburst to try and hunt down that duelist that's ahead of the rest of the pack. He knows that the rest of the pack is being blocked out by MaKo's molly at that point. But attacking Seoul Esports have this double pump. So there's 2 waves to the aggression. First wave, Life goes in. Second wave, they go in with the rest of the pack and all the rest of the utility that they have. And that completely caught DRX off guard there. And that's how all of the top teams are playing at the moment. If you watch them, you know, the best of the best, they tend to have this 2-wave cycle of the halls right now. They've all got their beady little eyes on it, just watching over in that direction, waiting for someone on DRX to come out, and instead pathing over towards tree. It looks like ASE are very aware.
Buzz has been just jiggle spotting that angle as well for information. Backs away, does have the judge. Full contact, breaking the turret, waiting to see if there's any form of utility that's going to be used by DRX, but no, there's not. So now they can lay down these smokes. Still have to clear out tower, and it could become a problem for them. To the back, plan starts to go down, a triple face, triple flank all the way through. Bunt just wasn't quite ready for that one, and still tower control is theirs. A fight to be taken by attacking Seoul Esports, trying to match them. Flick to the side, lovely reactions. YH doing the most there. They know that RB is contained. Isolated, he's alone here, but beautiful, and he survives. 85 health. Maybe make another go of it, but eventually shut down inside the tower. It's all being synced up though.
I mean, Foxy9's just going to get trapped here. He's going forwards.
Yeah, well, showstopper in his hands. He's just ripped right out of his hands, out of the air. The kill is claimed. Inside of attacking Soul Esports. Util now being dumped forwards as RB, who's left again to try and survive against this onslaught. In and out of the smoke, spamming through stax. He does seek to help out. He does assist as well onto the side left up to that one player. It's bunt. Rifle, orbital strike, but the spike is in the middle of nowhere and he doesn't really have a clue as to where the position could be. One smoke left. Drop down. Cuts up one of the sight lines, one of the angles. The potential was there, but Buzz does shut it down.
Something pacier, and it really is.
Yeah, here we go, stuck close to the corner. There's an attempt again from stax. He tries to take that fight. He loses it, lined up! Away with murder, disengages, but not enough round to the side. Life will chase him down and still has that dash in his hands, is activated. Maybe he wants to sync it up though. Monkey's gained complete control on drop and he's watching it. It's pixel perfect. First kill is claimed. RB still left to anchor down towards the back of the side. He's left alone, no orbital strike. He'll clear him out. All the way right back to the side. Bullets raining down on this position. Down to Buzz. 1v2. One away from the lockdown, but probably not too many chances of using it. Turret spots him. Holds in, it's a wide swing and well.
Oh, that's so dangerous.
So dangerous.
The DRX have been in a bit of a slump at the moment compared to what you'd expect from them recently. And last time they played this comp, they were dominant on the defense side. So already, they're not quite finding the value that you would be looking for from them. And it's opened a door for ASE.
DRX drop down to the weaker guns. Now I'll take an attempt towards tower. What spots that one out? Monk. That's a lockdown. What kind of timing is he waiting for? Well, actually using it.
Yeah,
an orbital strike, and look at the rest of his team.
I think this is great to just draw out the orbital strike from MaKo on an eco round. MaKo can't use that on a really important eco swing round now.
ASE have no intentions of landing themselves towards B. They're already making their way over towards A. Updraft dash towards the side. The trace is pointing out exactly where RB was. Rifle pick back up though. Salvage in the mix. Monk's catching all sorts of lurks as well. He's be that thorn in their sides now towards the north side of the map, left up to just 2, and DRX left really scrambling. They don't have the guns for this. Over towards the side, that is really quite good.
So now the pressure is on Buzz instead. Again, it's the player in tower, but different person this time.
Fault line.
Buzz gets out.
Yeah, there you go. Seeing it all synced up with the util. And a Swarm to try pushing them back again, close, anchoring towards the side. Buzz needs to land the shots again. MaKo! And stax to follow through. Huge plays. Crossfire set up. Oh, that's messy.
Why is he taking the fight?
Scrappy. Spike dropped down in the smoke. That's where stax was looking for something else entirely. The reposition. Spike still dropped down. He's left it into a 2-on-2. MaKo right through. And my God, the fact that he gets that close.
Here it is again.
Feels nasty. And yeah, same set of util that gets dumped in through.
They're not faking it either.
There's the attempt by Buzz. You can see him. He's trying to get his head on it, I think, as well.
The molly
knock the molly. Yeah, he knocked it out. He used his body to body block it, and he's still got tower control. They know exactly what to expect. Reinforcements have arrived right through the smoke. The Horns as well follows that one through. Now they know tower's not theirs. Round the side with the shorty, making the most of it. But the smokes will watch this time, and DRX. 4 players left standing versus just the one of YH. They know exactly where he is. Have to isolate so many of these. It's not likely. No crumbs. Nade pushing him back, 2 HP and a dream, but DRX purely set up now for that one. Towards that map point. We flash fast towards sand again. Prowler or the Boombot. Towards his back. Down a little bit. Slight chip damage, but they're going to be taking that sand control. Now they slow it all the way down with the smoke in their face. It's left a lot of confusion, hasn't it?
I promise you, Monk, they can't hear that at LAN.
He's worried about it. stax still holding this rolling thunder.
MaKo went for an info peek earlier that got punished very heavily.
He's gone for it again. It's a slight jiggle. Doesn't get his head ripped off. It's a flash repeat. Play being made. Wow. What? HFMI, I mean, the reaction From that man, he increased the DPI of his mouse to dodge that.
And Life did the same.
This way, that way, does not matter. Now to Rocket. Sent flying down to the close corner. Foxy9, he's got to try and anchor. He's got one of his own. The ult, it connects, it lands, and just like that, they all fall down. It's up to YH. Can he salvage the round? Can he salvage the map? It's a 1v3, no more util to work with. There's a lockdown there. There's one. Will not get the second. Shut down. And it's DRX. Listen, it's going. Explosive now towards A main. Walls rip across. Flashes on top of it as well. MaKo is keen to take up some space towards B main as well. DRX is doing this.
Yeah, they look like they're really aware that this comp can fight aggressively. They've got a lot of flashes to work with.
Here we go, wall, straight up, Life, right behind screens. Still has a dash, he's really just making the most of this, look at that. Spam into the corner, quick reload at the Sheriff, but a great opening pick for them. Can they convert it into anything else? Foxy9, so separated from the rest of his team with that dash deep onto it. The Cove also still up for now, RB, just running right through them. To the back of Halls here, needs some help from the rest of his team to try and collapse and collide. HFMI, what can he do? Still right through the pillar. Everybody going to be falling who tries to flood into it. Spike still not down, Monk. It's a chance. Spike starts to get planted in the default spot.
Spike planted.
Snake bite, drop down, reload the gun.
Wow, MaKo has just done him.
Yep, the wall gets used to reposition, and it's just a crossfire setup.
I mean, 2 initiators, a lot of tools to be able to push him onto angles. But likewise, DRX have a lot to be able to shift him away from angles too. Cascade's always going to be in his face, the Sky utility. And stax likes to use his Trailblazer early, which isn't always the best, but against a Jett that's really aggressive on defense like Life, I think he's going to find a lot of value out of that.
Ty, this comp, you're playing against the Viper in the Harbor. It is brutal to play against if you're a Jett player.
Or you could just try this.
Yeah, Life is close to the corner, but like you said, Josh, it's the Trailblazer. It's used really far back.
Oh, he dashed into the door.
Dashed into them. I mean, he's trying to make the most of it. I respect it. I appreciate it. But close corners cleared now. Barreling forwards from DRX. Flash over the top does connect. Will they catch this close corner? YH is there. In fact, they've got 3 players all stacked up. It's been slowed down a tad. Is there going to be a hot flash play? Well, with YHchen dying, not quite. It's not going to be likely. No more flashes now to play with, but I feel like the tempo switch up. There is a flank attempt that's also happening as well on the opposite side of the map. I mean, HFMI waiting for some sort of timing. Cove, though. It blooms, it blossoms, it gets the safe plan. Set themselves up now.
For the classic DRX post plan.
Yeah.
This is what Benkai was talking about, how important these level of flanks are going to be. I mean, you can see HFMI.
Team wall drop forwards. Wide face as well. A couple of players falling, but otherwise quite safe. So I think windows of opportunity that you get when you're playing against the Viper Harbor on Pearl. You let them set up in the post plan. It's brutal. You miss those chances so easily. So standard affair. Cascade pushed up close now. You see the reckoning. This was built up prior. Clears out towards the site. YH really wants to try and fight for this one. The knife does get a decent tag with Foxy9. He is landing his shots today. Nothing to offset him.
Got tagged up inside his own Cloudburst as well and was still able to go for the wide swing and take down YH. Unfortunate there for Attacking Soul that they weren't able to find a pick early.
Now forced to try and take this fight into them. Well, okay. Phantom spam onto it. Foxy9's dealt with it towards the back of Halls, but again,
he's the only player.
Remember what I was talking about. It's time pressure. It's the biggest question mark when you're playing against this comp because they're going to have snake bites, they're going to have nanoswarms, they're going to have the whole kitchen sink being launched like a trebuchet from range all the way through. RB playing close to the pillar as well, an attempt to try and push them back. Yeah, Live, he's got the dash back, 5 bullets. No easy fight. Not in the slightest, and with 1 health remaining, Monk cannot withstand it.
Gonna make that is the much more difficult.
And this is the way the DRX love to play this map. Attack side and the defense side, it's heavy prioritization on the extremities of A and B. They want to farm up the orbs as well. The reckoning is so important just for how this entire composition is played. So you can see that's where they've been prioritizing it. RB's 2 away now from that ult. He's just used it.
Careful here.
It's crazy how quick you can get the ult online.
Yeah. When you're putting a plan on him as well, just all the ult tools being funneled Dash forwards from Foxy9. He's trying to cut this one up. No one was watching it. stax.
Trade.
Beautiful trade. Like his aim wasn't going to be adjusted in time with that one. He was just popping out of the smoke, but still, they haven't cleared also back of the side. There's a cove in the way, though, and when you're spamming it through the wall, fragment nade drop down on top of it, it's all just a little bit too late.
And you get both of the post-plant agents playing over towards Art. So it's kind of weird what Buzz and MaKo are going for right now, actually. They were both playing Art, and now they're so far away, anticipating some people to flank or be pushed.
Lineups from there?
No way, surely not.
I don't know.
Wait, there it is.
Really far back. Yeah,
There's
they
the
are.
snake bite.
They're just playing lineups from absolute Narnia, man. I mean, they are miles away, but the fight taken anyway. ASC, they realize it. Time is of the essence. Got to be playing towards it. The defuse as well. It's denied. There's only one player left. It's Buzz. Can he win his fight out? He can. The knife's not paying off. Defuse has to be stuck. Has to be covered. The players are low, but they do just that. Okay. ASC, round on the boards. It's ludicrous. We see it again.
You don't get more of a DRX post-plant than that.
No, you don't. I mean, it's so passive all the way back. Deep knife. I believe they're getting any tags on that one, but again, when I was talking about the reckonings, it's online and it's critical. Life is close, didn't get tagged by it, but again, he's running out of options now all the way through. It's YH, he bails him out. Close to the screens, running right through. RB tries to adjust the aim, but four for him. Will he get the ace? Pop flash play, he's hunting for it, he wants it, but he's up against MaKo. He's ready to deny, no clip inside, a reset potentially there for the third, but shuts down.
The rest of the team rears its head once more.
It's knocked DRX down to the weaker guns, just the rifle for Buzz. Oh, yeah, spotted him, didn't he? MaKo's going to be seen, and now they're converging on him. Heavy in mid. MaKo with the Sheriff, can't quite hit the flick.
And this is a serious theme of what we saw on Fracture 2. DRX losing 2 rounds down to an eco. And this is how ASE started that crazy run in the second half, was by winning crucial gun rounds and then knocking DRX's economy down into the dumps.
A lot of ults that they could utilize here. Try and push them back. Lockdown's going to be used preemptively.
This is
timed up though, yeah. YH uses his no command, but he didn't get off in time, so now they've got this ult to really contend with. No way! You got to turn around, man! Foxy9's getting away with it.
YH had the nade.
Just murder.
They wanted YH's nade to deny the lockdown. That's why he didn't turn around and try and deal with Foxy. But it's all gone to chaos.
Redetained. The players skipping, hopping this way, that way, not a gun in their hands, and the time is just being bled away from them. Cove, it's shredded to pieces now. Time ticking, no one's sticking. Smoking away, it's raw spam. Enough to get the job done, but yeah, just slight miscoordination there.
I mean, a bit
all
more,
right, John.
and yet once more, DRX are able to fight their way out of it.
Slips away. No pushback again from this extremity control of A main. I said it before, DRX, they love to do it. They love to farm these orbs up. RB, he's on for his 3rd reckoning.
That's very quick.
Good information gain, though.
It is, but it hasn't actually pulled anybody over.
Oh, I mean, the flash didn't connect yet still.
Wow.
HFMI takes the fight.
Doesn't care. He just doesn't
care. Swings right into it. Seekers now popped off, though. DRX, they want to barrel forward, so I'm going to take this site. Brute force. Cove's dropped down. Snake bites. Spam. Will it be enough? Still gets the plan down. And the Viper's Pit as well. Lay it on top. How do you chew through this one?
Buzz is falling back into that post-plant position again.
Yeah, he's really far back. Only this time they haven't given up Art completely.
Oh no. Tell a lie, Buzz is going all the way back to A main.
The stax is going to be the one to hold down his position. Retake with the op, never ideal. Dash away to cut it up. Left to just life again, and he has to run away. Got to save that gun. Operator needs to be kept into the next.
And Life really wants to try and find value with the op. He's got 5 kills so far in 7 rounds. It's not bad by any means, but he's really struggling to find value early on. And that's just a little bit of information. They're happy to give their lives away.
They're hunting for it. They got the money.
Get the op. Can stax punish this? 0 point from the KO had identified that there was like 3 players there. And so he knows he's going to be swinging into a stack of players. It's not a coordinated push. It's just him on his own. Chad. Absolute Chad.
Still makes the play.
That's the kind of stuff that really will catch off some teams that are looking a little more shaky. And yeah, we're talking about DRX being in a bit of a slump, but that's relative to their normal expectations, where they're going to dominate groups, look like a title contender. them slumping is still being favored over quite a few teams in this tournament.
Just the Marshall, that reckoning. Again, makes his way through onto the side, clears it out. Clear indicator here that ASC, they want to try and fight the flood back into this one. Denied a chance to even let DRX get that post plant down, but time has been bought and a bit of a distraction. MaKo on the back, and yeah, bunt is none the wiser. All the way through, counter spam, flash round, it's Buzz. He's this way, that way, spun. Still want to go B. Trying to adjust this, still trying to go B. They've left it up to just RB.
We'll take those.
Absolutely, got to jump on them. Opportunities like that. So maybe it's not looking too dire.
Right, now Life tries to punish MaKo.
And here it is. MaKo's been doing this lurk when they've been doing this 4-1 split. MaKo's been trying to take that space, punish. Immediate reaction into the smoke. Xeppaa goes, and there it is. The return of the fire. This way, that way, just up to Buzz. It's a 1v3. Picks up the spike and now repositioning, but he doesn't know where anybody is. Lack of information. He's got so many angles to watch for and play for.
I just don't think this is even possible. There's no way he thinks about YH being behind it this time, does he? He looks like he's
holding it. He's holding it. Spots him. YH running back as well. Waiting for the rest of his team. Fight's taken though. It's a little bit disjointed. Dodged Buzz. Is he really going to be that guy? Pushing forwards. All the way round. Buzz nails. Good for moments like that too. Playing a variety of roles.
And we're just seeing so many individualistic situations from DRX. That was carrying them through Fracture, to be honest, in a scoreline that was closer, I think, than a lot of people would have been expecting. And now here too, Buzz saves them. Perfectly for them.
Again, Life pushed up deep.
And look how much safer MaKo is playing this time around. Not looking to get punished by Life. DRX have been very heavy over towards A because they know they can take A main for free.
But reckoning again. It's going to be forcing them all the way back here. Monk, dodging, juking, weaving in and out, not stunned up. Good job to stay alive towards the back of the side, but it's eventually traded. Buzz is there. Swings right the way around. Seekers, they all go. Fallen down, broken apart. MaKo is on that flank, and that's going to be important now. With the lockdown at play, it's pushed them all into very predictable angles.
Life could double updraft this, and he might have a chance, but that would give away where he's flanking from.
And he's just waiting it out. Very intelligent. Fight taken. MaKo as well. Flanks on flanks. And Life has been noted. Nobody giving him any sort of angle, any chance! Does he need it though? He's almost making his own opportunities.
Good
high tide. RB cuts himself off there, maybe looking to try and spam. The cascade, a bit of anti-synergy. Bunts up close, stax returns the fire, swinging all the way through. Intermittent with them winning their rounds. Pushing forwards though, they want to make a pop flash play. Over the top towards A. Buzz, he watches for it, he calls it.
And they do fight for A control. But this on their eco.
Still wants to try and fight for a little bit more. It's mid being explored. This way, that way. It's returned with the fire. Bunt gets the trade.
And Bunt's got his reckoning online. That push over towards A got him the ult orb that he needed. And the weaponry's not looking that bad. I would believe in HFMI with a Bucky any day of the week as well. So,
what can he do?
As long as HFMI is able to hold on at the back of the B side. Now, having said that, DRX taking the spike and heading towards A main. The reckoning, though, is such an important tool, and ASE are getting good information in mid. Unfortunately, they believe that it's heading to mid.
Yeah, they think it's a B push just because they spotted out MaKo. And look at the util. Expended out towards B, expecting there to be more players behind MaKo. Instead, it's a vacant site onto A. DRX realize it.
They've just over-rotated. The problem is, if ASE had one player here, Buzz wouldn't be able to take such an aggressive position. And now, ASE have got to re-clear all of these spots. It could be A main, it could be Art, it could be deep into Secret, Flowers. There's so many places that they have to clear. So that reckoning doesn't work as well.
Can they fight over this? Flash dissuades them. Running forwards, a run and gun with the Stinger. Why not? If it does the job, if it works, still time is really running short here. And Anna Swarm's deaded close to the corner. Buzz forced to dead it out, and that's all of them cleaned up. Time, plenty enough available. ASE take the necessary fights.
And even with a live buy, are able to convert that one. Gonna send the reckoning and just make DRX pay for every inch.
Yeah, it's a flash.
No, it's just a little passive.
Yeah.
They've given it up.
Snakebite as well, maybe to just fake like they were, disrespecting it and holding that space, but instead, no, again, same game plan. One step closer to the reckoning. Back over towards B. MaKo's been containing, so there's been no deep lurk, but again, it's Life who's playing close to this position. What is the call here? Looks like DRX is still discussing it, because back over towards A. Like this refight towards A main, but now there's another flash as well. Will there be the swing and a peek off of it? Yes, RB lands it and sprays him down.
They go 3 for 2 there. Attacking KRÜ Esports still with a chance, but Life is a long way from the action. He's just waiting for the information. He's so scared of getting caught by MaKo and losing the round completely. So once more, DRX have positioning everywhere that they would want over towards A.
This feels so awkward now as well.
And recall that MaKo has these snakebite lineups from mid.
Yeah.
So his positioning might look disconnected, and it is in terms of trading and fighting, that kind of thing. But he's going to be able to send snakebites.
What YH has to do. No command, rips forwards, both the nano swarms. They did it early there, that was forced out from that ultimate. Now you see the snake bites from miles away. Mobility's being suppressed there. Life towards the side with a shoddy, diffusing. Not gonna be able to stick. Vulnerable now, 4 in a round, RB. Beautiful stuff.
Like,
there it is, the exchange as well. Birds flying right past one another.
yeah, they give it up. They don't want to fight with the cascade at their back. So DRX doing the same thing, giving over control of that ult orb to HFMI.
It's interesting, isn't it? You know, the full prioritization, DRX trying to get the reckoning online ASAP. Instead, it's ASE prioritizing the Seekers.
I mean,
ult orbs.
It wasn't just the ult orbs that were helping RB get his ults online so quickly. He's got 20 kills.
Yeah, he's 20 and 9. That doesn't hurt at all, does it? Trailblazer. Used a little bit later. Smoke forwards, nano swarms as well popped off here. Just an attempt to delay by DRX. Gathering up now with the reinforcements. Will they try and flood, or are they just going to be trying to wait as well for the plan to go down? As a flash, it is an attempt. As the plan goes down, MaKo is not watching for it. The reposition, Life eventually dealt with, but it's all down to stax. He's low, 20 health. Shots firing straight through, blind as anything with the smokes, but
to stop retakers from taking space. This is strange. They just allow RB to take the orb. Everybody from ASE around that area, but none of them choosing to fight over it.
Yeah,
worried perhaps about a 5-person stack.
Worried potentially as well of any pop flash plays through it, but no. It's given up. Mid starting to be explored, but splitting themselves up.
This is where the lurkers can't be too fast.
Shots here.
They go for it anyway. It's dangerous in those kind of situations. You can definitely get caught.
Damage was done to Monk, but of course, heal in the back pocket. They've really slowed this one down and given DRX a full read because they've got nobody stacked towards B. All the way, running it through. Foxy9 attempts to disrupt again, and there it is. Backup is online. MaKo pushing all the way through with the classics making short work of them. It's turned on its head just like that. It's up to HFMI, the 1v1. RB picks up the Bulldog. Cove to reposition. Watching on the edge.
That's so bold. That is so bold from HFMI. At any point there, RB could swing through his cove, but RB's gone for the reposition.
It's still available. Of course, HFMI does not opt to use it. Needs to keep the gun out. That's roughly where RB is, but again, could have repositioned anywhere. Will he guess correct? It's all about the timing. Spots it, lands it. Beautiful.
For the Chinese squad to do that here.
But they still can. Flash over the top there.
With the 0 point.
Control here, yeah.
Trying to find MaKo and stop the one-way and stop the snake bites from being a thing. Instead, MaKo, he didn't even deploy them yet.
I really like this. Could be spotting a bit of a weakness here in the defensive setups. It's, again, bring them all the way into the sides. Fragment nades, snake bites, everything. Tossed into the back of Horse to clear it out, so the site should be theirs. Inside the orb, though.
And now the aggressive post-plant positions of ASE should be great.
Oh, Bunt has taken so much damage from that. Does stick it though, so they get themselves into the post. And it's aggressive. Like you said, Josh, Trailblazer leaps it in, dash forwards from Foxy9. Cuts that one forwards. Where's the rest of the help? It's a team flash, but yeah, okay. The fire is returned, RB's quick. Just help out. Left up to Monk. No snake bites. Got the angle watched for here, but with just a Vandal. Trying to spam is dangerous. RB sticking, already gaining half, can't quite land the bullets, and yep, Just all the way through. Good idea. Obviously, it was that half by 6-9 being that scoreline, but finally some rifles in the hands of ASE. Deep high tide dropped across. stax was not contested on that spot, so he's picking up one step closer now to the Seekers.
Yeah, and when attacking Seoul Esports are trying to take B control or mid control,
Having fun with it.
They don't really have anyone deep in A. I think that's a good idea. That's what Life was saying at the press conference. You know, they were coming in to have a bit of fun with it and to learn.
Yeah, I think that's wise.
Before they arrived and before they scrimmed, they said they wanted to win the championship. But I think expectations were readdressed somewhat quickly after they got the chance to
maybe
play a little.
Practice, yeah.
Which is not a bad thing.
Reckoning through. Okay, what a shot to land with the updraft. MaKo was not ready for that one. Could not reposition in time. Seekers let loose and across here. It's a pivot. Just two players. No one's watching main this entire time. It's been contained. Foxy9 still there. Smoke dropped down. He repositions. Watching. Still containing. ASE, do they really still want to commit into this one? They don't have any control of the site.
Foxy9 is going to hear them coming like a herd of elephants.
Oh, and the shot's just not quite landing here still. He's still close. Foxy9. Dash now active once more. Back of that kill.
And they didn't leave anybody B as an option to go back in that direction.
Yeah, 15 seconds left. One to the reposition, on for the ace. And the time pressure, it's all there. Seconds ticking away, the crowd chanting, the crowd denied the chance. We'll be seeing a repeat of what Boostio was
0
achieving.
point went miles away, so RB escapes, and he has all of his utility online.
Yep, still maybe intending to catch on to him. Foxy9. Dash is there, he realizes they're running right all the way through. Oh my goodness, you're body blocking me. Get out of my way. Shot. Didn't quite land there, maybe just the movement in accuracy as well. It went wide. An exchange of the gun. So, rifle in the hand. Want to try and see that initiation. Dash to disengage. There was a judge up top, but now that threat is no longer there. And it's still that aggressive post plant.
Yeah, really, really aggro.
Deep smoke again. High tide now there, no command. As soon as the first layer and wave of that util is used, it's enough to really bog DRX down. They can't use anything to break past this chokehold, this crossfire setup. It has to be the raw duels taken, and Foxy9 swings into it. There's nobody to help him. Where's the cover? And fire, Monk! It's raining down lead. He's handed that perfect chance. Eventually got a little bit more, but he does spot out where stax is, and that'll be easily done. So, get themselves a he's still got the attack. Yeah, I mean, they exchanged the weapons around like did. Well, that was from DRX's side, excuse me, but yeah, picks up the operator for attack side now. I mean, it's intriguing. Definitely unorthodox. Viper's pick. Laid down at their feet through the choke point. There's a lot of util to slow them down. The Trailblazer had to wait out a Nana Swarm, and there's a flank, this deep push from Foxy9. He's got all the information in the world for his team. That's how they can afford to stack over towards A. But it is being watched for. And the shot's there.
Who needs a Killjoy turret?
Yeah.
Got a KO with
YHchen the off. Magical stuff. Plant still needs to go down though, and they want to play up close inside the pit. They deny it. Chance to get into the post plant. Still, 50 seconds remaining. How does this get offset? Spike picked back up. Life still close here. He's got the judge. It's a bit of a team flash. Up close. What is that? He's updrafted.
Well, that's
going to take him out. stax hits a nasty shot with the reactions, and the spike eventually planted. MaKo. He's got himself a judge now as well. Himself holding from the main position. Fragment nade will push them off from the tap. Initially, a flash play to attempt a sturdy operator to try and spam with, to try and play the post to Shorty as well. It's not the right tool for the job. You just have to back away, and it's all over the place. It's carnage.
The op that they picked up.
No nuance in the play though this time around again. Straight forwards to the A site.
It feels so similar to Fracture when they just got to the end of the game.
Flash in the back.
It's constantly.
Life trying to set up off of it. Wasn't supported though, wasn't timed particularly well. The reckoning's there, DRX. Watchful eye with all the rifles. No attempts to push through into Art into the back of the side, and again they can't get that plant down.
Is this a playbook issue from ASE? Like I said, we saw the same on the first map. It just feels like it gets to about this spot in their attack half, and they just feel like they want to go for the same thing over and over and over. 3v5 now where they're not in a great spot. They've got enough money to be able to buy for next, so they might just want to try and send this. Their positioning is so committed.
Trying to send it here. Adjustment. Foxy9 with the operator. Swings the aim down, through the smoke, pops through. Buzz is expecting, he's playing anti-flash. And yep, he expects it. HFMI was there. Plan's still being stuck though, but oh, MaKo. Quick to adjust.
Ready for it.
Quick to run him down. So that's the 12th round gain here, Josh. One more step away from locking up the series. And he knows straight up. Again, I know one's not there. Again, deep flash. Blade Storm in his hands, ripping his way across. It's so similar and allows Foxy9 the timing. He knows what they're going for. Orb's being farmed up, takes the peek. Dash to get out.
Happy birthday, HFMI.
Yeah. This feels like a DRX that are regaining a bit of confidence, you know. Often you see this team, they play, looking at the cams afterwards, and there's a lot of smiles, a lot of exchange of the fist bumps, but stax has been quite stern comparative to how he usually is. Life over the top, that was an updraft play, still the angles watched for Foxy9. He lands his, comes down to this.
He wants the duel.
He wants the fight, and he will take it. 3 now for him. Set up again for the ace, with the shorty out denied there, spamming through. It looks like it is finished. It looks like it's finalized, and that will do it.